And I don't know where the next checkpoint is. Because it still hasn't given me one.
Yeah, it's really inconsistent, because usually you would think, like, oh, we just had a brief little cutscene, that's probably a checkpoint, and that's not necessarily the case always. Sometimes it'll be long stretches without a checkpoint.
Yeah, so I'd have to go all the way back to that opening cutscene that opens the chapter. There's
Yeah,
about
I mean
30
this.
minutes of progress.
I mean, most of this game is split into Seattle day 1, day 2, day 3, so you're only like 1000% sure there was a checkpoint like between one of those, but I mean they're
Well, and then
pretty
there's like
long
chapters
sections.
in between them.
Yeah. Have you checked out any of the deleted scenes from Part 2 yet?
I have not. I've been kind of contemplating doing those on stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can save those. I've seen one section here. They cut this down quite a bit. There was originally a lot more of like a maze to get through.
Oh.
There's one little bit I'm kind of surprised they cut, or didn't move somewhere else. They kind of, it's sort of in the game, but like not near the end. It's we can talk about that more whenever we cover it.
Okay.
Get me the hell out
Yeah,
of
I'm
here.
curious, yeah. Give me a fucking checkpoint game.
It's a pretty, yeah, it's a pretty cool little moment. I'm surprised they didn't just move it. Like I said, it is similar to something else they do later in the game.
Maybe they didn't want to do a double beat.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember what the reasoning was. I just remember because when you play, I've just watched these on YouTube. When you play the deleted scenes, there's like a commentary that plays over the gameplay, because you know some of them are kind of unfinished. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Now instead of saying like 27 minutes ago, it's less than 1 minute.
Yay! Is Ellie about to meet the Seraphites?
Yes, she is.
Is that
Fun
where
fact, when I was going for this platinum, this is the one collectible that screwed me over.
You are here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I misread the guide and I grabbed the wrong one.
Cut through the park.
The infected.
I mean, that's probably fair.
And Seraphites can't one-shot me.
That's true.
I wonder what happens if I approach prone like this. Will I still get shot?
Yeah, I don't know if they just activate like a brief cutscene where like she gets up.
Oh, you have to get up.
Oh, is there like a ledge they make you climb over?
Yeah.
And like this is a scene they could do like shot for shot in the show.
Yeah.
Whenever we get to this point.
My spider sense is tingling. You didn't see shit. Fuck off. Now they did.
Shut it. Motherfucker.
True.
Caught you, wolf!
Y'all are dumb. Do I look like a wolf?
Jesus.
I am a human being.
The scars.
I am not an animal. I am a human being.
Hospital. You better not have strung Nora up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this journal entry right here is the one that I missed, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, on my first playthrough, I got most of them, and then I missed the one at the very end. I didn't think to look in the epilogue. I didn't think to open the journal.
What a maroon.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know when going in the bedroom, I'd activate a cutscene and then like, oh, it's the end of the game. Dang it! I wouldn't have gone in that room yet if I knew that was the ending.
Do chapter select.
All right.
Yeah, true.
That should help.
I think there's quite a bit to loot in this building.
Probably. Hopefully. Not a med kits.
Yeah,
Gotta scavenge. Like scavengers.
yeah. Before next week, I do want to see if I can get my hands on the From Beyond unrated cut, because I've only seen the theatrical cut.
Oh,
I
there's
think
an
that's somewhere
unrated
east.
cut?
Yeah, it's called the director's. It's. I think it's officially a director's cut. It's from like 2007 or something.
Interesting. Yeah, I've only seen the theatrical cut.
There are definitely some scene comparisons online that go on much longer. But I don't know like how available it is like outside of that DVD. If they've put that on a Blu-ray or something, or if it's available to stream anywhere.
Yeah, it's definitely an accessibility option, but it's a godsend for trophy guy hunters and people who just wouldn't want to miss supplies.
True. We've also both played this game before, you know. We're just trying to get through it as efficiently as possible. It's not like
I mean, if we're
we're
trying
playing
to be
this for the
efficient,
first
we
time.
failed.
That's true. In hindsight, the difficulty mode we're on.
It was a great choice. Even when it makes me
It was a
mad,
choice.
not the best choice. It was Spacer's choice. I love that we ended up in an area that looks exactly like where we were.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
I think Seattle just looks the same.
Shots fired.
Got him.
So earlier today we were talking about Psych, one of my favorite comedy shows. What's the last episode you watched? Was it the one with the roommate?
The roommate one,
Yeah. Yeah, the next
Yeah.
one's pretty good.
You might be mad at me, but I know how I accidentally spoiled how they end that arc, and it just makes it so much worse knowing that's coming.
I won't say anything. You just got to see how it plays out.
Nope.
We'll see.
You just read the episode description.
I just read how they end up getting back together.
Yeah, you need to see how it plays in context. I do like that episode.
I think that she has a point, but the problem is that she's not being a reasonable human being about it, and Sean is acting like a child.
Yeah. I do like that episode though, where Sean imagines that alternate.
No, that stuff was great. It reminds me of that episode of that '70s show, right after Eric and Donna break up the first time.
Yeah, they were probably looking at that. Unless another show's done that trope, but I think it's effective. And it's like the takeaway he reaches is something I do buy, where his takeaway from that situation is, oh, if I didn't make this mistake, things would be
Better.
normal the way they should be, and not like I should have told her the truth.
No, that
That's
stuff
what he
is
should
all
have
good. I just think if you're gonna introduce a storyline that serious, you need to have both characters acting like mature people for a bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
You've got plenty of other comedic relief.
What do you think of Lassie's now wife, original Buffy?
I like her. Oh, that is who that is. I remember you telling me that.
The Kirsty Swanson or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
No,
in their
I think
vampire
she's
episode.
cool.
Lassie is definitely one of the best characters. It just kind of gets better with each season.
No, he is.
And you're near the end. I mean, season 8's a short season, so you really don't have a lot of episodes left.
Yeah, and then I just got the movies.
Movies. I hope they make another one. They said they will, but it's been a minute. Last movie was okay.
I think the idea was for like 6 movies.
Yes, he said 5 or 6. If they made a Pierre Despereaux movie with them, I'd be the happiest guy in the world, because that's my favorite recurring character. The Carrie Elwes character, I think he's great.
No, yeah, he's awesome. I don't know if I necessarily want spin-offs though.
No, I meant like a movie with him and the cast. Like, I think that's a character you could build a movie around with those characters.
That could be cool.
I think of the 3 movies, the second one is definitely the standout. I don't know if this probably doesn't count as a spoiler, but I don't know if you know this, but the actor that plays Lassie, a few years after the show ended, like when they were prepping on the first movie, he had a really serious stroke. And it looked like he was gonna die. Like, we didn't think he was gonna make it. But he did survive, and he has a cameo in the first movie. They were able to work him into one scene, but it's very brief. The second movie, he was a lot better, and the whole story kind of revolves around him, and it's got a lot of heart to it. Like I said, of the 3 movies, I think the second one's the standout so far.
Nice.
I think they use him really well in that.
Yeah, interesting.
And like I said, season 8's easily my weakest season, but there are a couple standout episodes. There's one that Bruce Campbell's in, and that one's pretty fun.
I'm sold. King is in it.
True. I also like that the guy from Tears for Fears becomes a recurring character. He's in the Clue episode, and there's another episode in the last season he pops up in.
That Clue episode is so good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, I don't know how it is on the Peacock version, but on the DVD they have a few different endings options to it, like the movie did.
I don't think the Peacock
'Cause-
version has that.
Yeah, 'Cause
That's
that was the whole gimmick. Yeah, that was the whole gimmick with the Clue movie. Was like, depending on your showing or theater or whatever, like you might get a different ending because they shot and released like 4 different endings to that movie.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Good lord, how many of you fuckers are there?
Hitting on the shadows. And now we're in that section. That's one of the early demos they released. Like this was the first, some of the earliest gameplay we saw for this game was this section. I don't know how different that footage is compared to the finished project. There might be a couple tweaks.
Fuck me.
It's been so long since I've looked at any of that.
Yeah. Well, they kind of talk about it in the documentary, how they were doing some things, and of course you had the naysayers online where Ellie's like running, she throws a brick, and she hits someone with a machete and does all these crazy
I
moves.
remember
And
that
some
whole
people,
controversy about it being fake, yeah.
it's fake, and it's like, no, but there were some moves she did that like that weren't programmed yet, so there was still some stuff unfinished. Like, whoa, now we have to commit to this, you know? It's just the whole process is interesting. Where it's like we can't show any like gameplay stuff in the trailers that like isn't in the finished product. Like we have to make all these mechanics work. People just don't understand
around
that.
that time because there was that whole thing with the Spider-Man trailer and the puddles.
People are weird about that stuff. I don't
So
care.
weird. Like the whole complaint was, oh, the puddles look worse. Must
like
be
the
downgrade
puddles.
graphic. Who the
Yeah.
fuck?
Don't let her escape.
I knew that was too much of a shot to be true.
Hey, you see anything?
I don't think he sees much of anything, my dude. Yo, what's up, Francisco? Ashley Johnson's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a great singer.
Yeah. I'm still so sad she never released a full-length version of that song she sings in the trailer.
Yeah, that's all you get. There's there's one song she did a cover of, House of the Rising Sun. That's a very good. It's not from these games, but like it might as well could be. It just really fits.
Oh, okay.
I think that's it.
But yeah, when she though did the singing for this game, like she had to dial back her singing ability. Like she was too good. Where it's like, okay, Ellie shouldn't be like an expert professional sounding singer. Like her voice needs to be a little bit more rusty, and like
I'm
her
glad-
guitar playing skills need to be more rusty.
I'm glad they did that. I feel like too many things where someone has to sing, it sounds too good because the actor or actress is trained.
Yeah, or it sounds too like, oh, this was obviously recorded in a studio, with like perfect sound. No, all of our song scenes we get are great and they sound authentic. You got the big guy.
I got a surprise for his ass.
Throw a party for him. When I say party, I mean a whole lot of people who are gonna kill. Yeah. We also mentioned this with Ashley Johnson earlier. She was the voice of Terra in the cartoon Teen Titans, so that's what I know her from.
That's true. We did mention that.
I also did you know she was in that Jumanji cartoon from the 90s? Have I mentioned that to you?
I didn't know she was in that, but I have seen that. But that was, shit, 20 years ago?
Yeah, I'd never seen it before. The voice of Patrick from SpongeBob is the Robin Williams character. That kind of
That's
fits.
weird. No, I remember
Yeah,
that show
well-
because it's like a prequel when he's trapped in the jungle.
Yeah, but they also work the kids in from the movie,
Yeah,
so like
of
I don't know
course
how
they do.
canon it is. It's weird.
Cares.
But yeah, I rewatched that on Blu-ray a couple years ago, the movie, and like in the special features, they included a couple episodes from the cartoon. So I was like, I'll watch these for fun. I've never seen these before, and the voice of the little boy was really familiar. I was like, why do I know this voice? Oh crap, that's Ashley Johnson in like one of her first voice acting gigs. She
As
does
the
the boy
boy?
voice.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, she like really leans into like her tomboy sounding voice, which I mean, it's not that unusual. Like lots of actresses voice boy
No,
characters in
I mean,
cartoons.
yeah,
Like that's
I
actually
mean,
pretty common.
I'm a Dragon Ball fan. Most of the
Yeah.
younger guys are voiced by women.
Yeah.
Hell, the
My go-to
Japanese
is always-
voice, the Japanese voice for Goku is like a 90-year-old woman.
And Naruto is voiced by a woman, I believe.
She is. He is. And funnily enough, there is a wrestler named Shania Baszler. Sounds exactly like her.
That's awesome.
I can't unhear it now. Somebody pointed out it sounds like Naruto.
They should do a Naruto themed thing, unless they need to pay for the rights or something.
They are anime fans. She was paired with Ronda Rousey for like the 5 minutes that Rousey was a wrestler.
Ah,
And they came out in full DBZ gear.
that's cool.
Yeah. Ronda
Yeah,
Rousey
my
can kiss
go-to-
my ass, but you know.
Ew.
No, I'm not a
She'll do that.
Rousey fan.
Ah. But yeah, no. My go-to example that's just always Tara Strong as a Timmy Turner. That like blew my mind when I found that out.
Oh, see, I feel like that one's more noticeable because it's such a high-pitched boy.
Yeah. Well, and I can't unhear it now, especially since it's very similar to her like Harley Quinn voice.
Yeah.
Where it's like once you know, like you can't unsee it.
Better still be there, Nora.
In your Discord messages.
Oh, nice. Those
Yeah,
are
buddy.
awesome. Is that Blu-ray or 4K?
4K, boy?
Wow, that's awesome.
Probably too much on it, but you know.
Oh, those are great.
I finally got my hands on that steelbook for They Live.
Oh, cool. That's the 4K steelbook.
Mm-hmm. From the great Scream Factory. We love Scream Factory, folks.
Yep. A lot of people hate them for some reason. They haven't steered me wrong yet.
A lot of people have some bad luck with them. Like, I know they've had some issues with quality control. I
Yeah,
never
and I mean,
personally
they're
had an issue.
like generally speaking, like you go to something like Arrow Video if you want like the best picture quality, but as is, I still think they put out good stuff.
Scream Factory is also a boutique label. Like, you can hold them to the same standards. Now,
Yeah.
I personally have never had a problem with any of their releases, so
Mm.
take that for what you
Yeah,
will.
I mean, I think there are better boutique labels, but I don't know. I've still been pretty satisfied with what they put out.
I feel like I'm supposed to have a boat at this point.
That's coming up.
Oh,
Are you on day 2 or day 3?
we're on day 2. The boat is day 3.
Yeah.
It was in the last physical media update video I did, but I got the original Creep Show on Steelbook. Man, that
Yeah, I
Steelbook
saw that.
they put out looks so nice.
Oh, that's awesome. And you've
So
seen Creepshow, or do you still need to watch it?
I've seen it, but I've only seen it once. Funnily enough, I know like with RoboCop, I know Creepshow 2 more than I do the first one. Because my dad showed
Oh,
that to me
interesting.
at a very young age, and it scared the holy bejesus out of me.
Oh yeah, there's a couple good shorts in that one. The
So,
Tar and the
Tar. That
Hitchhiker.
will be ingrained in my memory for the rest of my life. The Tar one, because that's the one that traumatized me.
It's awesome. Yeah, I saw. I wasn't a kid, so it didn't traumatize me. But when I was a teenager, like getting into the horror genre and just watching whatever was available on Netflix, that was one of them. So I did
Yeah.
see Creepshow 2 before I saw the original, because Creepshow 2 was on Netflix, so I gave it a watch and I liked it.
Yeah, no, so my dad had a VHS tape of Creepshow 2, and I always kind of wanted to watch it because the cover was like that. Oh, I shouldn't watch this. Keep in mind, I was 4 or 5.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "Let's watch Creepshow 2," and I was like, "Okay." And then we got to the Tar story. Little
That
me was
that
not
is
having.
Yeah, that's a great Stephen King adaptation. I believe that's a Stephen King short story.
Maybe, yeah, because I know both of the first two are King and Romero.
Yeah, the King wrote it, though I don't know if any of the shorts. Maybe the Crate was. Maybe the Crate was based on a Stephen King short.
Maybe.
I'm not.
I know the whole idea
sure.
is to be like a throwback to the EC comics that they loved.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they're all based on shorts. I think some of them were written just for the movies. But yeah, he was obviously very involved with that one. But the raft segment in the second one, I'm pretty sure that's based on a Stephen King short story.
That probably explains why it's the one everybody says is the best one from 2.
Yeah. And the one with the hitchhiker is pretty good.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, a woman. It's a hit and run story where a woman like accidentally kills a guy on the road and then just drives away, and then he keeps popping up on the road as a hitchhiker, but he keeps decomposing and looking worse and worse every time she sees him, and is trying to avoid him. It's a good story. I have an irrational fear of something like slowly pursuing me. Like, I think
Never
It Follows
play the Resident
exists
Evil
just to
games.
scare me.
Never play the Resident Evil games. That is their favorite trope.
Have you seen It Follows?
Is that the?
It's from a few years ago.
I think Doolittle and I covered that movie.
Oh, nice. I mean, or God, I'd be 10 years old now. It might have been like 2014 or something. But yeah, like that's a good movie, and I get why not everyone gets into it, but it's just that very specific trope that whole movie is built around, and oh God, does it terrify me.
Yeah, we did God, we reviewed that 2 years ago. I was
Yeah.
not very positive on that movie. Yeah, I mean, they probably showed us early stuff. But I like the idea of like them being on different sides of the war, and like it sounds like it's the conflict is more than just, oh, we have to fight because that's the formula.
Yeah.